Greetings from the Himalayas. The road to consciousness is not easy, and certainly not for the faint hearted. When we are attempting to walk this straight and narrow of consciousness, and when we have been convinced by the lie of experience that consciousness is the only thing which travels us into something far more meaningful than all that has been given to us in life. An inadvertent unconscious journey begins. Now, the nature of duality, or the paradox of polarity, is something which continues to rock the boat for the practitioner. It could be that the practitioner has um, some resonant mm, remains which seem to attract such invasions into his path of progression into consciousness. I had written something and I will read it out and speak on it. It is a rather serious subject on the road to consciousness that I'm afraid most of us will have to undergo. So here is what I had written about the nature of joy. Joy is a natural state. If so, then all interactions must further us in that. But if certain interactions remove a portion of this inherent natural joy, then should such interactions be developed? When should we establish an equation to be anti-joy? There is much debate on taking ownership of self-states. I mean, in the common parlance of developing consciousness, it is said that, whatever you do, whatever experience is created by you, and you need to take ownership for your emotional states or for your spiritual discrepancies, or how it's your mental states basically which lead to external experience. Now, as much as I think one may want to completely uh, drive all experience onto self responsibility, there are many snags which do not uh, really resonate with what one may represent. So, um, the basic thing is that in the simplicity of joy versus non joy, there are interactions, human interactions, which are a direct attack on the joy of consciousness which one may have acquired due to practice or due to grace. Uh, and when that happens, it appears that the practitioner who seems to be progressing uh, is ambushed by something which is contrary to his her practice, which is uh, a deliberate strike at the heightening frequency of the practitioner, and the agent who is involved in this uh, attack, if I may call it, is also aware of what he or she is delivering or um, creating as an obstacle to the progress of the joyful pilgrim, i.e., they are attempting to snatch this joy, to bring down the practitioner's vibration to their own level of doubt, fear, misery, envy, or whatsoever is the uh, driving factor to their attack. So, what should the practitioner do? Energy is energy, and we need to thus uh, remove ourselves from proximity to such agents of energetic fracture. We need to be able to read the motivation of such an agency in form of person mostly, to ensure that they are not allowed to destabilize the practice of the joyful consciousness. And in case an attack happens and one is uh, destabilized from one's natural state of joyful flow, then a removal from the proximity of such an energy vampire is recommended, and one needs to re enter that silence, which has that benevolent silence, which has given us that flow space. We need to reconnect and not enter any other diversion, any further diversion. We reconnect and we re-establish ourselves in that energetic flow. It may be added that for something as eternally infant as this natural joy, one needs develop a stoic inner gladiator to oust this colosseum of an aberrant humanity. Uh, this is a very commonly faced situation for the practitioner. And even if you're a non practitioner, these things happen in day to day lives. And most often, let's say if it is in the workplace, there's somebody just going after you and you don't realize why this is happening, but this is happening. You seem to have become a target for that person. It could be competitiveness, it could be anything. um, and of course it may be unfair, and there is violence involved when something like this happens, and it is not a violence which can be registered in a normal sense, which means that the person or the agency involved in bringing down someone's natural vibration with the intention of breaking that person's um, spiritual or positive fortitude. There's violence in that, and it is not something which can be, uh, you know, legally judged, for instance, or legally addressed. It is something covert, it is something subtle, and it is something quite strongly energetic. So we need to develop our own practice to enter consciousness in an aware and alert manner. We need to guide ourselves through this maze of snakes and ladders, which this whole human um, interaction presents. And we need to be protected by the divine forces which have placed us in this fortunate state of joyful consciousness. How long do we need to protect ourselves? I guess until we become unshakable and are able to completely detach from these karmic challenges. May we all be protected. May we all find our space of joy. May we all have the intelligence to be able to see the motivation which brings people at our door in different roles and offering us experiences which teach us. Om Namah Shivaya.